First Date Follow-Up. Powered by the Advocates Injury Attorneys. Online at advocateslaw.com.
Michelle is on the phone today for a first date follow-up, and she's getting ghosted by a guy named Stephen. So in a few minutes, we're going to call him and see if he'll tell us why he's ghosting her and maybe get her another date. But first, Michelle, how long has it been since you heard from Stephen?
It's been about a week and a half.
Okay.
And have you reached out to him in that time?
Yeah, I texted 3 times, but then I was just like, after the third text with no response, I felt like I had to have some dignity, and I stopped.
That's understandable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how was your date then? What happened?
Well, it was actually a great date. We went on a picnic together, and it was super cute. And then we went on a little walk. It was just like a lovely little hike. It was honestly a great date. Like, it was the kind of date that you would see in a rom-com. And I felt so good afterwards. And we, shared a romantic sunset kiss at the end.
Oh, that's nice.
So, yeah, it was really lovely. And I didn't end up going home with him. And then he was a gentleman, so he didn't ask. But, yeah, I felt great about it afterwards.
Why do you think he's not calling you back?
Well, I did mention on the date that I read fairy smut books. And
smut? That's like, is that like fairy porn?
It's the kind of books our friend reads.
Yeah. His like demeanor kind of changed after I brought that up. And so I thought maybe that put him off, or he was judging me about that. But like, I'd like a chance to explain myself, because I don't think it's that weird. But if anything, I feel like it's that.
I mean, our social media producer, Gabby, reads that stuff all the time.
Yeah.
She's always talking about the fairies that are doing nasty things to each other.
We're not reading it, but I want to know more. So when you brought that up, how did he react to it? Was he like, I read too? Do you think maybe it's the fact that you read, or that it's fairy porn?
I think it's definitely the fairy porn aspect and not the reading. He just kind of went quiet. And then after a while, he was like, oh, that's cool. And then he didn't say anything else. So we changed the subject.
Yeah.
So his vibe kind of changed after that for the rest of the date, or was it just that one awkward moment?
I mean, for the rest of the hike, his vibe definitely was different. Yeah. We kept hiking for a while after that, but he seemed like he was super distracted.
But then he was fine when you guys kissed. And then did he say that he wanted to see you again?
At the end, he was kind of like, yeah, I'd love to see you again, but it felt sort of half-hearted. And then we parted ways, and I don't know. He just seemed like tired and over it by the end. It was weird.
So what about that makes you feel like you want to talk to him again?
Well, I just feel like up until the very end, the date was so calm and so romantic, and I hadn't had a date like that in such a long time. And I've been single for a couple of years. I just really enjoyed it. So I feel like there is potential here. I just want to be able to clear up the fairy smut issue, if that's what's causing
if that's what it is.
Fair.
All right. Well, we'll see if we can figure it out for you then. We'll play a song, come back, and then call him and see if he'll tell us why he's ghosting you and maybe get you another date if you still want one. Okay?
All right. Thank you.
All right. We'll play a song, come back, get your first date follow-up next. Right in the middle of today's first date follow-up, and if you're just joining us, Michelle is on the phone, and she's getting ghosted by a guy named Stephen. So we're about to call him and see if he'll tell us why he's ghosting her and maybe get her another date if she still wants one. But before we do that, why don't you refresh everybody's memory on your date with Stephen?
Yeah, so Stephen and I went on a date about 2 weeks ago. We went on a picnic. We went for a hike. It was lovely, and I had a great time, but at one point I mentioned that I read fairy smut books, and his kind of changed, so I'm trying to figure out what the problem is. He hasn't reached out to me in a week and a half.
Well, are you ready to see if it was the fairy smut that ruined your date?
I'm ready. I'm nervous.
All right, here we go. I'm going to call him right now.
Hello.
Hi, may I speak to Stephen, please?
This is Stephen.
Steven, how are you, man? My name is Jubal. I'm calling from a radio show. It's called The Jubal Show.
Hi, Steven. I'm Nina, also on the show.
Hi, I'm Victoria.
Oh, what? Okay. What?
Have you ever listened to the show before?
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Okay.
But why? I don't. So what's up?
Well, we do a thing on the show. It's called the first date follow-up. What that is, if you go out on a date with somebody and then you ghost them, that person can email us to call you and ask why you're ghosting them. So we got an email about you.
Oh, you did.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's from somebody named Michelle.
Okay.
And Michelle told us a little bit about your date. She said she really liked you and she's wondering why you're ghosting her. Can you tell us?
Oh, I mean, I like Michelle. She's a really nice girl. I got nothing bad to say about her. I don't know what to say. She's pretty cool.
Well, then how come you didn't respond when she reached out to you 3 times?
I don't know. She's like really like, she's like very physically fit and like she looks beautiful. And like that's not like a knock on anybody, but she likes to like hike and stuff. And like, I'm just kind of not into all that.
You're not into the hiking and stuff?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like I don't enjoy like a walk, but like it seems like she's somebody that like really gets down on like, you know, she does yoga and we went on this hike that like it was hot and I'm like a gamer by heart, dude. Like it wasn't necessarily her. I just figured like if that's the type of date that she's gonna want to go on like over and over, like I'm really. Like, I'm not lazy, but I'm just, like, that's not my idea of a good time.
Oh, okay. She thought it might be because she's into those adult fairy smut books.
Oh. No, that was not the reason at all. No, not at all. Actually, like, I thought that was actually kind of cute. Like, I'm, like I said, like, I'm a gamer. Like, I
was going to say, yeah, if you're a gamer, that's probably hot to you.
Yeah, same idea.
No, I mean, like, I'm not like, you know, like creepy or whatever. I don't find it weird. Like, there's gamer stuff that I kind of like. That I thought was pretty, like, I thought that was cool. I just don't like to freaking, I just didn't want to keep walking around all day.
All right. Well, thanks for being honest with me, man. I appreciate that. Now I'll let you know that Michelle is on the phone and she's been listening and wants to talk to you.
No.
Hi.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Michelle?
Why were you so down to go for a hike? I would have been fine with not doing that.
I don't know. I just thought I was just trying to be like easy, but then I realized like how much like you talked a lot about how you're so like physically active and stuff, and I just felt like I don't want to do that all day, every day.
So you didn't mind the fairy smut at all?
No, dude. Actually, like I think I would like to hear more about that.
Oh, nice. Okay, great.
Wow.
Well, if
maybe
you want to go
indoors, maybe.
Yeah, no, we don't have to even like get up off the couch.
Yeah, I mean, not totally cool, but I mean, like if you really like hiking, like what's gonna happen, like you know, a couple weeks, months from now, like if I just like I really am not. It's not something I enjoy at all. Like, is that gonna be a problem?
I mean, I can probably like keep it to myself somewhat, but how inactive are you really? I mean, do you like leave the house?
I mean, look, like I'm like my friends joke with me and they say that I'm accidentally fit. You know, I'm not inactive. I just like I'd prefer to be like, you know, like playing games. Like I eat good and I do stuff, but I don't like to just like set out on a adventure into nowhere to hike. That's not what I like to do.
Okay, well, we might have to get you a Wii Fit or something. Like, we might have to find some compromise here.
All right.
That seems fair.
Well, okay. Then, Stephen, would you like another date with Michelle? We'll pay for it. We're not going to pay for a Wii Fit, but we'll pay for it. The date.
Yeah, no, I'm totally down. Just as long as, you know, maybe we could Uber there and not go, like, up and down the mountain.
Well, congratulations, Michelle. You got another date.
Yay!
Yay! Okay, I'm down to take a car there, and I do have some smut recommendations for you when you're ready.
Whoa. You play your cards right, she'll read you a bedtime story.
Jubal's first date follow-up.